Okay, sorry, I didn't realize I had a limit on the recording for this. So this is part two. We are actually almost done. Okay, so, all right, so this next one, again, this is a mirror alignment, but you can see that the way it's been organized is that the information is on the left and the right in terms of proximity. Okay. Now, there are also elements of design. Okay, so in addition to the principles, which are contrast, repetition, alignment, and proximity, you can apply these things, space, size, texture, color, line, shape, and value, to those principles. I'm mostly just going to focus on color, though, today, because color is probably the most important one and the one that has the most dramatic effect. Color and space would be the two. Okay, so color. This is what's called a color wheel. And there are different elements to the color wheel that I'll go through very quickly. So you have, in terms of each color, you have the hue, H-U-E, which is the actual color. And then if you add white to that, it becomes a tint. And if you add black to that, it becomes a shade. Okay, so within the color wheel, it's going to have shades and tints of different hues. All right. All of the colors within a single hue, the tints and shades within a single hue, are called a monochromatic color scheme. So if you only use those tints and shades, you are going to be having a monochromatic scheme. So here's a website that's using a monochromatic, just tints and shades of pink here. Okay. Here's another monochromatic scheme where it's all tints and shades of green. And this is about sustainability. I think in terms of the actual colors and image, it's really cool. And you can see the different sustainability icons within the tree. And it's also in a heart shape to kind of symbolize loving, sharing love for the earth. What is not effective in this poster is going to be the alignment. If you look at the text, it's not aligned with anything, and it actually kind of pops off of the poster in some places. So that would be where I would focus my revision efforts, would be on the text and aligning that more effectively. All right, the second way that you can use color is analogous color. So essentially hues that are related to each other or close to each other in the color scheme. Okay, so here is a website selling hot dogs that uses analogous color schemes. So it's using all like reds, oranges, and yellows. And you can see how striking that is. And it really makes it visually interesting. Here is an old BYU dance, fall formal. And it's again using that same color scheme, the family of colors that are warm. So pinks or reds, oranges, and yellows. And then pink, again, is a tint of red. And then here's a Thanksgiving turkey bowl from the Hub game room that, again, is using those kind of fall colors, oranges, yellows, reds, to create an effect. The last color scheme that you can consider thinking about is complementary. So they're on the opposite of the color wheel. Now, complementary colors are the highest contrast that you can get in colors because they are opposite. And so you'll notice that a lot of sports teams are going to have these colors. So like as you can see in this wheel, purple and yellow, blue and orange. You'll see a lot of sports colors doing that because it helps the number on the jersey to pop out because they're opposite colors. So you want to use complementary colors if you really want something to pop. So for example, blue and orange are complementary, and so you see the bird just pops right out of the orange background, almost like it's 3D. Here you have red and green are complementary colors, and if the face in this heart was not complementary colors, the face would probably blend in. You wouldn't be able to see the face as well if the artist hadn't used complementary colors. Okay, and then in terms of culture, we talked about this a little bit when we read How to Cook Rice. different cultures have different values for color. So what you see here on the screen, this has to do with more Western values for color. So red means assertive and powerful, but also danger, evil, murder. Whereas red in, for example, Chinese culture means more of kind of good fortune and good luck. It's associated with Chinese New Year. And so it's a little bit different in different cultures. Same thing with white and black. They can mean different things in different cultures. But if you are interested in Western values, go ahead and check out this slide because it has some really cool kind of correlations with colors. So if you're trying to decide what colors to use, you could actually create a certain mood with the colors that you use. I will make a note. You'll notice that think about the fast food restaurants that you've seen here in America, McDonald's, Burger King, Denny's, Wendy's. They all use some combination of red and yellow. And that's because several decades ago, there was a study done, and supposedly red and yellow together makes you hungry. And so they use those in their signs so that people will see the colors red and yellow and say, I'm hungry, and turn into the drive-through. And so many companies use design principles and principles of color to help motivate their customers to buy their stuff. So it can be a very important part of persuasion. Okay, so here are two posters using color. Okay, and again, on the left side, we're using the school colors, right? Kind of that red and gold. Again, to get people interested in going to this conference. And then on the right, again, the Culture Night has the really great contrast with the black background and then the bright colors in the foreground. Okay. This is an example of a website. It's no longer there, but I kept the screenshot of it. Worst. Breaks every single rule for design principles, for color, alignment, proximity. Every single thing here is just, you don't know what to look at first. You don't know what you're looking at. You don't know how to even start using this site. And that's the importance of design. Just wanted to demonstrate that. Okay, so that's it for the lecture. Hopefully it's helpful as you continue to draft your projects. And again, design principle is so important when you're creating visual arguments, because that is going to make or break whether or not somebody even looks at your visual, and let alone decides to take action and attend your event or follow your instructions or whatever. Okay, let me know if you have any questions. Have a great day, everybody.